What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with another video. And I think last time I made a Rogue 5 Toys video, I did say it was going to be my last one for a while. But I had enough of you that reached out to me both publicly and privately saying, hey, I'm enjoying seeing what's selling on Rogue 5 Toys. So I did put together another video. Most of these items came from the big quote-unquote jackpot haul that Chris W. was able to land. But at the end of the video, I did pick up a couple of items that were not part of the haul, but I had to show them because they were pretty awesome items. So as always, thanks to my Patreon supporters. You guys allow this channel to happen. Patreon.com/actionfiguregrader is where you can go to sign up. All right, let's take a look and see what's sold here recently over at Rogue 5 Toys. And we're going to start off with some modern items. And as part of that haul, Chris did get a number of really awesome vintage collection and other modern items, and he sold off a bunch of them. He had the Katana sail barge, he had the Razor Crest, and here are a few others that have sold here recently that were some really great deals. The first one is the rocket firing Boba Fett VCP03, I think is the number, and this one was encased with the shipper box, and it was graded CAS 90, $165 shipped in the US. Folks, you can't even send it to CAS to get it graded for that price after accounting for shipping costs. I mean, to me, that was a fantastic deal, and congrats whoever bought that one. He also had some TVC 3-packs, the special action figure sets. This was for all three of them, the Rebel set, the Android set, and the Droid set. And for all three of them together, it was $110 shipped. What a bargain. I mean, you're talking, you know, 35 bucks a piece or less there for all three of those. That's a really good deal there. He also had the Y-Wing. This one was mint and sealed box with a little bit of shelfware. This one was $155 shipped. All of these items sold immediately. So Chris was just kind of getting rid of some of his inventory. He's got a baby on the way. I'm sure his wife, Lisa, is about ready to kill him with all the stuff that he's got. So he's just trying to get some of these boxes out. And the prices reflected that. Chris really gave some great deals to people in Rogue 5 Toys. Here is the AT-AT. This was the Return of the Jedi packaging, the Toys R Us exclusive. It was sealed, and honestly, the box was in really good shape. He always says a little scuffing in shelfware. Well, this one was really clean. I mean, it's hard to find this one without any dents or scratches. And to me, this one was in great shape. $450 shipped. That's what it sells for on eBay, plus shipping, plus eBay sales taxes. So somebody got a very fair deal on the Return of the Jedi Toys R Us exclusive vintage collection AT-AT. Here's a non-TVC item, but I had to show it. This was an AFA graded Gentle Giant blue snags. How cool is that? This box must be massive, and somebody did pick it up. But there's a close-up of it right there. I did include close-ups for a few of these items. AFA 9.0 uncirculated graded. So somebody sent in an entire shipper case of these Gentle Giant items, and this one was $300 shipped. Another really good deal there, given that it usually sells for that mint on card ungraded for that price on eBay. So very good prices on some of those modern items. And here is his vintage counterpart. This one was a loose complete blue snags. Obviously it had some discoloration to the torso, but overall pretty good shape, probably about 75 grade shape. The boots were in great shape. The buckle did have a little bit of paint wear, but not much. Some paint wear on the hands. Again, probably about a 75 grade. And it also included the DL44 blaster. Here's the back of it. It looks like it had some paint splotches on the back of the leg there from the silver boots. But again, a very clean example. And that one sold for $405 shipped. Another bargain of a price, just given what these sell for on eBay. Next up was the Star Wars Display Arena mail-away item. This was featured on the Empire Strikes Back packaging for mint on card action figures on the 45 back. So obviously that's the debut card for Luke Hoth. So we talk about that one all the time. But this is what you actually get if you sent in those proofs of purchases. They included kind of some weird action figure stands that could be connected in different ways. You could do like a square or kind of a zigzag. It included the catalog, the original shipper box, the instruction sheet, as well as those backdrops that went on the back of those little white plastic stands there. So very cool item. And that one sold for $215 shipped. Another really good deal there, just given that these can go for as much as $300 or more on eBay. And if you're not a member of Rogue 5 Toys, you might want to join in the video description. I did include a link to the Rogue 5 Toys sales page in case you want to join up, because I think Chris does have more examples of these. I think he said he had 2 or 3 more of these that were all in the exact same condition, really, really clean and 100% complete. I had to show you this one because to me, I would love to send in all 10 of these to the grading companies to see what kind of grades you would get. I would imagine you'd probably get between a 10 and a 20 or 30 on all of these. But for all 10 of these R2-D2 First 12 solid domes, it was $100 shipped for all of them. And you can see on one of them, it had like a gold dome. One of them had kind of, no chrome at all. Some of the stickers were not existent, as you can see, but I wanted to show that because it was kind of cool to have 10 beaters for $100 shipped. That's less than $10 a piece before shipping. So a really good deal on that. Next up was a Star Wars action figure display stand, and this one included a custom acrylic case. It was 100% complete with just minor wear to the action figure display stand. And that one sold for $325. Amazing shape, stickers okay on the front. And the stand itself has all the gears and handles working. The backdrop is beautiful. One small crease on the top corner. And, just to me, these are the kind of prices that you do not see on eBay. And if you did, they would be gone immediately. So Chris was very, very fair with some of these prices. I thought this one was a fantastic deal. This one was 100% complete Jabba the Hutt, but this is the Lily Letty version. Very, very rare. It included kind of a tatty box as well as the instruction sheet. $165 shipped. Chris must have walked through the pricing on that one. That was a great deal for somebody because, I've seen these kind of loose graded by UKG, and they can sell for quite a bit of money. So $165 shipped for a 100% Lily Letty version of Jabba the Hutt was a great deal. Next up was a loose graded Lily Letty Boba Fett. This one was graded AFA 75, and he does what's called Sunday steals sometimes. So if you're a member of Rogue 5 Toys, make sure to tune in on Sundays and check the new listings, because he does kind of do these Sunday steal deals where he'll list stuff for kind of below market rate. And this one certainly was. It was an AFA 75 with an older case style, but $530 shipped. That's what these can go for loose and ungraded on Facebook. So $530 shipped for an AFA 75, and that one did sell. Here was a mint on card die-cast Slave 1. It did have some obvious issues to the card. Yellow blister with a litho tear in the upper right-hand corner. That one was listed for $290 shipped, and that one did sell. Next up is another Slave 1. This is the vintage Kenner 3.75-inch scale Slave 1. This one was mint unused contents with the cardboard insert, the unused sticker sheet, the catalog, as well as the instruction sheet. The box was in fantastic shape, and that one was listed for $700, and that one also included an acrylic case. So another bargain of a deal. These usually sell when you have unused contents like this for the Slave 1. I usually see these sell for about over $1,000, and obviously qualified graded examples can set you back $2,500 or more. So I thought that was a really good deal for a unused Slave 1. Next up, we've got one of the holy grails from that vintage jackpot haul that Chris picked up. This was the Meccano, the French Meccano Death Star playset. What an incredible item. You can see the Meccano logo there in the lower right-hand corner. Obvious condition issues to the box, but, I mean, give me a break, folks. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these for sale, ever. eBay, Hakes, anywhere. I've never seen one of these for sale personally. I'm sure there have been examples. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I'm not all-knowing, but to me, this was an incredible item, and I think he still has the Toll Toys example. I have not seen that one get listed yet on Facebook, but he had 2 Palatoys, both of which sold for between, I don't know, $1,800 and $2,500, and then you had the Meccano. He still has to sell the Toll Toys. Here's the back of the box with La Guerre des Étoiles on the back of the box. So a pretty incredible, unique item. And that one did sell for $2,500 shipping at cost. He said that Chris was telling me that these are really, really heavy because of the size and because of the acrylic case, but just an incredible item. And he says the display itself is complete. Comes with the plastic dome, which did have a small crack, which is common for these Death Star playsets. All of the other pieces on top. No instructions, missing one of the laser cannons, apparently. But anyway, just an incredible item. The French Meccano Death Star playset did sell for $2,500. Now we're going to dig into a few items that Chris sold for certain collectors that consigned with him, and I wanted to make you guys aware of that. So if you, let's say you've got some items, whether they're graded, ungraded, loose graded, mint on card, whatever you got. If you have some items that you want him to sell for you, you can pay Chris a 10% consignment fee. Ship those to Chris, and he will sell those on the page. And so the following 3 items were items that where collectors took advantage of that, and they are subscribers of the channel, and I helped set that up for them. So you can always reach out to me, actionfiguregrader@gmail.com, and I'm happy to put you in touch with Chris to consign some items. And the first couple were 2 bootlegs that were graded by CAS. And these are very tough to find static bootlegs for the Ewoks. The Ewoks are some of the tougher Polish bootlegs to find. These are 1980s unarticulated static bootlegs. And the first one is Chief Chirpa. No helmet, of course, or no hood, but these are very, very tough to find. This one was graded CAS 75, and that one sold for $405 shipped in the US. And then the same seller also had low grade. Again, the Polish bootlegs did not come with Ewok accessories. They were just static molds of the figures, and they were painted in kind of wacky colors all over the map. And this one also sold for $405. They were claimed almost immediately. This one was graded CAS 80+, and they are from the 1980s, made in Poland during the height of the Cold War. The next one is the big boy, and this one was an orange-haired Luke Farm Boy graded CAS 80. And we all know how expensive the orange-haired Lukes are. They're more expensive than double telescoping Lukes. But this one was a beautiful example, graded by CAS, and here's the label on it, orange-haired, 2-line, GMFGI Hong Kong. So as we talked about, most of the orange-haired Lukes are 2-line Hong Kongs. And so this one is the orange hair. You can see a very distinctive orange hair color. And again, it was graded 80 by CAS. And that sales price was $27.50, which I thought was very fair. You got to remember that there was an AFA 85 that sold last year for over $5,000. So that to me is still the high watermark. It might have been 5,500. It was somewhere over 5,000. I know that. But it was an AFA 85, if memory serves. AFA 80s can set you back kind of 3,000 to 3,500. So this one was discounted, given that it was CAS graded. I mean, we all know that AFA examples, especially for these rarities, tend to do command a higher price premium, like Lily Letty rocket firing, or removable rocket Boba Fett's, things like that. When you got these big grails, CAS items do have a slight discount sometimes, not all the time. And this one was listed at $27.50, which I thought was a very fair price. So congratulations to the seller as well as the buyer on that one. Just a beautiful example of the orange-haired Luke Farm Boy. So anyway, that's all I really had for this video. If you enjoyed it, please comment below. Please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. And as a reminder, in the video description, I will have a link to Rogue 5 Toys sales page in case you want to join up on Facebook. Thanks again, and I'll be back soon.